Hello, everybody. Welcome to Open House. This is Earth Space Science, and my name is Miss North. This may be the first time that the kids have seen me not looking like this, so hello if any of the kids are there, and hello to the parents as well. I'm going to go through a couple things that you can expect for Earth Space Science, and I'll also kind of take you through a tutorial of Blackboard. First, I'm going to go through some just basic things. This may be the last time you see my face, so not bye, but I'll be speaking over this and just showing you some things. First, I want to talk about some of the things that you'll see as far as the class goes. So here's some just basic things. My email is lcnorth@munster.us. And just so you know, if you want to contact me, email is best. I also use a program called Remind, and I'll talk about that in a couple slides. Most of the kids have already signed up for Remind, but they can send me messages on Remind. It comes to me kind of as a text message. I don't have their number and they don't have mine, but it's a good way to communicate if you need to just know something really quick. Also, the last one I would try is a phone. A lot of times during the work day, it won't ring. So like I said, the best way is the email if you need to contact me in any way. As far as the course goes, it is a full year, so this class lasts a full year. And some things that we go over, like right now, we're going over measurement. We will also be going over scientific method and graphing. Later on, they did have a quick little lab safety quiz. Some of them took it yesterday. If you are in my red classes, you took it yesterday, and if you're in my white classes, you will take it tomorrow. Parents, if you're confused about red or white, I'll kind of explain that in a minute. Basically, red is the odd even classes, or the odd numbered classes, and red is the even numbered classes. We will end up going over Earth systems like the carbon cycle and things like that later on. We'll do minerals, rocks, and weathering, and then the last, right before Christmas, we do plate tectonics, earthquakes, and volcanoes. We will have quite a bit of projects in here, and those will all be put on Blackboard, and if you have any questions, just let me know over that. The online learners will be doing the same thing as the in-person learners. The only difference will be as far as labs go. The online learners will be doing virtual labs, where the in-person learners will actually be doing physical labs. Of course, all of the labs are spaced out and they will have their own station. There won't be groups like there was in the past. For semester 2, my outline is up there. We'll do geologic time and Earth's atmosphere. And then at the end of the year, we start going into space, which is always the kids' favorite thing. They love talking about space. They like learning about space. And one good thing about space is there's always something new to learn. They have new discoveries all the time. When I was talking about Remind is a way to contact me. And like I said, most of the kids have signed up already. But if they have not, this is the way they sign up. You just use this number, the 81010, and then you send this message, and you'll be signed up for my Reminds. Parents are also welcome to sign up for Reminds as well. I've already sent a few. I'll send things like this homework is due tomorrow, or you have a quiz over this tomorrow. It just kind of nudges the kids and lets them know what to expect for the next day. And especially when there is something important coming up the next day, I'll send a reminder. I don't send one every day, but when there are important assignments, I typically do. We will be using a lot of online things in this class, which kind of makes sense because there's some kids that are at home. And some programs that we've used already are Flipgrid, Quizzes, Edpuzzle, and Kahoot. For Flipgrid and Edpuzzle, the students need to be placed in their hour, and so there's a code for that hour. I believe every student is signed up, but if they are not, you can send me an email and I can let you know the code for your hour. So those are some basic things. I do want to kind of show you around Blackboard because a lot of times the kids have things. And so let me just bring that up and I'll kind of show you what the kids see when they look at Blackboard. I'll change it to student view. So when the kids are looking at Blackboard, this is what they're looking at. And where you found this open house presentation today was under announcements. So I'm going to click on announcements and kind of show you what that looks like, even though you probably saw it today. So anything that's coming up, I put in this little grid, and all the teachers are using the same grid, so there's less confusion. And so I have what some of the kids did yesterday and what the kids are doing tomorrow. And there is a quiz over safety for the white classes tomorrow. And then our next 2 classes, we'll be using the whole class doing a measurement lab. The kids that are at home, or students that are at home, will be doing a virtual lab. And like I said, the ones that are here will be doing one in person. And then I also had the bell schedule. If you notice, there's the red bell schedule, there's the white bell schedule. But this is where you'll find anything that's coming up. Also, on the left-hand side, I have links for websites. All of those websites that I showed you on my PowerPoint, you can automatically come here and click a link, so you don't have to type it in every time. They can just go here and click on it. It'll take them to the website. And then any work that we're doing for those, like this was the first week, so far the kids should have had their rules signed. In order to sign the rules, if your kid has a 0 on that, they need to click on this document. It's just the rules for the class. And once they click on that document, at the bottom there's a link. You need to click on that link and fill out. Also, the kids have had a measurement practice. It's a worksheet that they open up and fill out. By the way, anything that has this yellow pencil here, that is a homework assignment. And so they were needed to open up this document, fill it out, and then actually hand it in online. And I'll show you how to hand it in online right now. So once they fill out the document, they go here and they click on Browse My Computer. And then they just choose the worksheet. Now, obviously, I don't have mine up, but they choose the worksheet they did and hit submit. Some kids are having problems with that. Everything will be handed in on Blackboard if it's a worksheet. That is the way we're handing things in now. We are not taking any paper copies, so everything has to be handed in on Blackboard. This week we started on a measurement PowerPoint, and so we went over this yesterday in the red classes, and I'll go over it tomorrow after their lab safety in the white classes. And then their measurement lab for the next class period, so that will be Friday for red and Monday for white, will be put here. For that, I will give them a paper version. For labs, if they're doing them in class, I'll do them a paper version, but I cannot collect that paper version, so they'll end up having to fill out the online version from their paper version. But some kids just have an easier time writing it first and then copying it from there, and I have no problem with that. Also, in live labs, sometimes it can be a little tough to not get things messy like your computer. So I'm going to ask them to use paper and then copy it over. So those are some basic things about my class. Like I said, I'll go back to that first slide again. And if you need to get a hold of me, please use my email or Remind is always an option. Like I said, the parents can sign up for Remind. All right. I'm so happy to have everybody in my class, and hopefully we will have a great year. All right. Have a good day, everyone.